Ready, be ready, start. In this connection, it is also necessary to point out that character role entries are recorded in annual confidential remarks of an employee by superior officer on the basis of appraisal of his work and conduct during the course of a year, who has opportunity to look into the work and conduct of employee, and as such annual confidential remarks are further required to be approved by next higher authority as indicated in various government orders relating to the government employees issued from time to time, whereas the punishments awarded to a government employee are always based on disciplinary action taken against such government employee full stop, unless there is a specific service rule regarding placement of the punishment in the service record and the punishing authority in pursuance of such rules indicates that such punishment be placed in service record of employee, and further such punishment shall debar deprive the employee for a particular service benefits to be accrued during the course of employment of employee. In our considered opinion, in absence of such specific rule debarring an employee from any service benefits, such punishment cannot automatically deprive the service benefits to be accrued to the employee full stop, new para. Normally, under service rules applicable to the government employees of the state, the legal impact and implication of punishments awarded to them have been provided full stop, such as dismissal and removal from service, debar the dismissed and removed employee from retiral benefits and certain civil rights on such dismissal, whereas the punishment of removal would not deprive removed government servant from other civil rights except depriving him from post retrial dues and other service benefits full stop. Likewise, reduction in rank does not deprive an employee from future promotion and other service benefits like post-retrial dues full stop. Similarly, stoppage of one increment for particular period deprives the employee from financial benefit of said increment, which is otherwise liable to be added in his pay scale on account of accrual of such increment full stop. If two increments of an employee with cumulative effect have been stopped, such employee will not get the beneficial benefits of two increments which may be otherwise admissible to him in his pay scale full stop. Thus, the legal impact and effect of stoppage of two annual increments with cumulative effect would be merely that the employee or officer would suffer loss in payment of his salary to the extent of denial of two increments which would be otherwise admissible to him, but for the said punishment he has been deprived of from said benefit of service full stop. Thus, in the service jurisprudence, the employee who has been awarded punishment of stoppage of two increments would not lose the other benefits of service except the aforesaid financial loss in payment of salary full stop. Therefore, in our considered opinion, the stoppage of two annual increments of the petitioner with cumulative effect cannot deprive him from other benefit of service, including the eligibility and entitlement for promotion to the next higher post if he is otherwise eligible and entitled for such promotion full stop, new para. In the present case, the respondents in the writ petition had asked a specific plea of delay as a bar to grant relief to the petitioner, full stop. In our view, it was perhaps necessary for the court to have specifically dealt with this issue, full stop. It is now well settled that a person who seeks the intervention of the High Court under Article 226 should give a satisfactory explanation of his failure to assert his claim at an earlier date, full stop. The excuse for procrastination should find a place in the petition filed before the court, and the facts relied upon by him should be set out clearly in the body of the petition, full stop. An excuse that he was agitating his claims before authorities by making repeated representations would not be satisfactory explanation for condoning the inordinate delay in approaching the court, full stop. If a litigant runs after a remedy not provided in the statute, it cannot be a satisfactory explanation for condoning the delay in approaching the court, full stop, new para. On this issue, we have heard the learned counsel for the parties in great detail. Since the immovable property rights of the parties are involved in our considered view, there is no explanation, much less satisfactory explanation offered by the respondents in approaching the writ court after an inordinate delay of nearly 50 years from the date of the notification issued under the Evacuee Property Act, full stop. For the delay from 1952 to 1955, the contesting respondents would only submit that they were not aware of the notification issued under the Evacuee Property Act, full stop. Since no notice was served on them, though a public notice was issued by the authority under the Evacuee Property Act, full stop. While explaining the delay of nearly 11 years from 1955 to 1966, they contend that they were in possession of the property and they were making representations before the authorities under the Evacuee Property Act for redressal of their grievance, full stop. The delay after the orders were passed by the Settlement Commissioner in the year 1983 till the writ petition was filed in the year 1990, it is explained that they had moved the state government suo motu to revise the order passed by the Chief Settlement Commissioner, and since the state government returned their request, they had approached the High Court to issue directions to the state government to issue appropriate direction, full stop, new para. In our considered view, there was inordinate delay in approaching the authorities for redressal of their grievance, full stop. As rightly contended by Shri Mukund, even when they approached the authorities, they were claiming wrong reliefs or incomplete relief, full stop. Even when they filed the writ petition in the year 1990, they did not choose to question the correctness of the notification, but was questioned by way of filing an amendment application in the year 1998, full stop. There is some merit in the submission made by the learned counsel for the contesting respondents that the petitioner had not even offered any satisfactory explanation in approaching the court nearly after 3 decades from the date of notification issued by the Evacuee Property Act, full stop. Thank you.